Hi, my name is Emily, and I'm going to be discussing reasoned action theory as one of your discussion people. Reasoned action theory is a general model of the determinants of voluntary behavior developed by Martin Fishman and Isaac Asian. Reasoned action theory, otherwise known as RAT, focuses on understanding behavioral intentions. A behavioral intention represents a person's readiness to perform a specific action. This theory uses many different scales and questionnaires to measure the different variables I will discuss. To measure behavioral intention, the book uses a simple questionnaire regarding exercise. The statement would read, "I intend to exercise regularly," and the person responds on a scale of likely to unlikely. According to RAT theory, intention is a function of 4 factors. 1. A person's attitude towards the behavior in question. 2. A behavior's injunctive norm. 3. A person's descriptive norm. And 4. The person's perceived behavioral control. I will explain each one of these factors. The attitude towards the behavior is the person's general evaluation of the behavior. The person may ask themselves, will exercising make me healthier? Will exercising make me lose weight? Will exercising help me decrease stress? And will exercising be uncomfortable? If the attitude towards the behavior is positive, then the intention will become more positive. Next is the next function is injunctive norm. Injunctive norm is the person's general perception of whether important people in their lives find the behavior to be desirable or not. These people include family, friends, and possibly your doctor. For example, if my mother is telling me to exercise, I might be more inclined to do it. If my doctor is telling me to exercise, I may also be more inclined to do it. If the injunctive norm is positive, then the intention becomes more positive. Next is descriptive norm. The descriptive norm is the person's perception of whether other people are doing the behavior. If other people are doing the behavior, then they may be more likely to perform the behavior themselves. For example, if most of the girls on your floor are into exercising daily, then you may be more likely to intend to do this. As the descriptive norm becomes more positive, intentions become more positive. The last factor is perceived behavioral control, is the person's perception of the ease or difficulty of performing the behavior. For example, perceived behavioral control is related to the concept of self-efficacy, which is the person's own perception of their ability to perform and control a behavior. If the person believes they are unable to perform the action or behavior, then the intention would not even be formed. If the PBC is negative, then the intentions will become even more negative or less likely. These 4 factors do not always contribute equally to the formation of intentions. The RAT model actually Some people may put more value on their own personal attitudes, while for others the opinions and actions of other people in their lives would influence their attention more. The RAT model actually uses an algebraic equation that assigns different weights to the influences on intention. The influences are then added together to determine behavioral intention. The RAT model identifies 5 possible ways to persuade or change a person's intentions to perform a certain behavior. This is done by influencing one of the 4 factors of intention, which we just talked about, or by changing the weight of the component. During this process, the components of the theory are broken down further, and changing those smaller components leads to influencing and changing behavior. My real-world example relates to exercise. I had the intention of getting on an exercise routine. My attitude about exercise is, I know it would help me lose weight. 2, I know it would help me be healthier. 3, I know it would have good effects on my mental health. 4, it's a lot of work. And 5, I don't have a lot of time to fit it into my schedule. My injunctive norm is positive. I know my mom and siblings would want me to get on an exercise routine to improve my health. My descriptive norm was positive because I see people at school exercising and it inspires me to do the same. My perceived behavior control was negative. Ultimately, I got busy with school, and the obstacle was that I couldn't fit exercise into my schedule, so I never performed the behavior even though I had the intention. For the discussion question for the class, I would like for you to think about a time when you were intending to perform a certain behavior. Go through the 4 factors and explain how each of them relates to you, and tell us if you actually performed the behavior you set out to do or not. Thank you.